Final whistle's just gone at Ewood Park, and Rovers make it back-to-back defeats, folks. Losing 1-0 against Bristol City in a very, very scrappy game. We looked second best pretty much throughout, and I think, to be honest with you, Bristol's goal come in deep in the game around about 79th minute, corner, scramble, ball bundled over the line. That's the kind of game it was. I'm afraid we lacked the chances, we lacked that final finish. I think we did have a couple of chances to put the ball in the back of the net, but they weren't stellar. Rovers have just looked very dogged today. They just didn't have that energy that they did have a couple of weeks back when we took on Hull at Ewood Park. So two sloppy defeats in a row. Obviously last weekend we did collapse against Brentford after taking a 2-goal lead, but today, despite a whole week of prep for this game, we just failed to show up, I think. Changes wise, the personnel was probably as you would expect. Lenihan wasn't there, so Mulgrew did come in and into midfield. Smallwood came in. I thought Smallwood did a fantastic job. In fact, Smallwood and Travis did a fantastic job. Referee today was not great either. Well, Travis was lucky to remain on the pitch the game, and a great bit of management by Mowbray, substituting Travis midway through the second half to just nullify the fact that it was already on a yellow, and he could possibly have seen red if he'd stayed on the pitch. So yeah, but it's a nasty one, this one, just because it's at home, and it's just that a scrappy goal from a corner won it. The games are coming thick and fast this week. We've got two still winnable games. Reading at the Majeski on Wednesday, hopefully. Now, I don't know. I think prior to kickoff we were 11th. I think Bristol City were in the mix, in the top 6 or something like that. So they've strengthened their hold of a playoff spot. We have now kind of fallen into like a chasing pack, and it's going to be hard for Rovers to get back into this, into the playoff talk. It was always going to be a faint hope for us to get into those playoffs. It's not done and dusted yet. It's not completely ruled out. But if we are going to get ourselves back in the thick of things, we do need back-to-back wins up against strugglers Reading at their place. It's not an easy game. We were lucky to get a point against them earlier in the season at Ewood Park, and then we take on high flyers Middlesbrough with Assombalonga and co. And again, a game we drew with early in the season. So two games that could probably make or break our season. We win those two, get 6 points out of 6, then maybe we can start to think about getting ourselves back into the playoff top. But we lose them, or basically don't win two out of 2. I think we can just settle for mid-table obscurity, and that will be it. As for Bristol City, though, when you look at the team, they've got a good system, cracking centre backs. Obviously, I think for any championship side, you build around your centre backs, you've got yourself something good. Webster, probably one of the best centre backs in the division, and today he nullified everything. Obviously the keeper, Frankie Fielding, ex-Rover as well. Casey Palmer also had a cameo as well, but to little to no effect. But yeah, Bristol City did enough, scrambled to go home, and they'll be very happy going away with 3 points. So a little bit later on, we will obviously take a detailed look at this match, and then and take a look at the stats. There's not much to get excited about, but I will be excited to hear what Mowbray has to say about this one, because it was a little unfortunate that we're going away with absolutely nothing. I think a draw would have been a fair result. But ultimately, Bristol City took their chances, or their one and only chance, really, and they bumbled it over the line. And those opportunities, those corners, you could obviously get your sexy bullet headers and stick it in the back of the net, but you'd also be very scrappy and bumble it over the line, and that's what Bristol City done. So congrats to them. They did the double over us. Obviously, they spanked us earlier in the season at their place, and they walked away with 3 points today. So Rovers back-to-back defeats. Obviously, before that, it was a nice little winning run for us. So back to the drawing board, perhaps. Maybe some players who've not really had, like Rothwell came on today, little to no effect. Nuttall, yeah, he did have a chance. Sometimes some Rovers players frustrate me too much, and Nuttall today with that chance, if he put that in the back of the net, would have been good. It would have been a just desserts for us. But anyway, let's not beat ourselves up too much about it. It's a defeat. They are high. They are flying high, and the momentum is with Bristol City. Playoffs is where they're at right now, but who knows? They could kick on up into the top 2 because it is very tight. The Championship is a strange old league. Anyway, I'm going to let you get out of here. Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, smash the thumbs up. If you're new, smash the subscribe. We'll be back a little bit later on with a detailed review of the match. Until then, let's go lie down. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.